Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I Surbhi Goel and legal intern at LexLeg. So today's topic is Indian Partnership Act 1932. What does the term partnership actually mean? Partnership is a relation between persons who have come together or agreed on to share the profits and losses of the business, carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This definition of partnership is given in under section 4. So person who have entered into partnership with one another uh, and they they are called individual partners and collectively known as firm, and the name under which their business is carried on is called a firm name. So there are various essentials elements of partnership. What are they? First, agreement, two or more partners, business, sharing of profits, and mutual agency. I'll explain them in a brief manner. First is agreement. So, according to section 5, the relation of partnership arises from agreement and not from status. So, you might ask a question that the Hindu undivided family is a partnership or not. So, what will be the answer? The answer is that the Hindu undivided family is on carrying on family business is not a partnership. Why? Because there is no agreement in there, and it arises because of the status. So the Hindu undivided family is not a partnership. Next is two or more partners. Okay, there must be at least two person to form a partnership. We all know this. But what is the restriction of maximum number of partners? So let me tell you this. The restriction on maximum number of partners in a firm is put under section 1 of the Companies Act 2013. So according to which the maximum limit of members of partners in case of banking should not exceed by 10, and in non-banking it should not exceed by 20. So next is business. We all know that a partnership firm must be formed for carrying a legal business, only which can include trade, profession, and occupation. I am hoping and I am guessing that we all know about the terms trade, profession, occupation. Next is sharing of profits. So, sharing of both profits and losses, obviously, because in a business firm, in a partnership, uh, all profits, we earn all profits and losses. So that's why sharing of profits and losses both. The sharing of profits and losses of the firm are shared by the partners according to the capital invested by them. If a person is not sharing the profits, he is not the partner of the firm. So sharing of profits and losses is very essential to be called as a partner of the firm. There are various type of partner also, which we'll discuss later on in the video, but for now we'll know this only. Okay, next is mutual agency. So what is mutual agency means? There must be a mutual agency relationship between the partners, which mean he can act and take decisions on behalf of every person. So this is called as mutual agency. There should be a mutual agency between the partners. Next, we will learn about their various tests of partnership, where there is an agreement with an express agreement between the partner or person to share profit and losses of the business, and the business is being carried on by all or one of them acting for all. there will be no difficulty in determining the existence of partnership because the conditions are fulfilled as per section 4. So there are three main tests that can help in determining whether a firm is a partnership firm business or not. So there are three main tests. First, agreement. Second, sharing of profits. And third is mutual agency, which obviously we all have learned this in the above minutes. So what is agreement? Partnerships created by an agreement, but this is not the true test of partnership. And any agreement with where it has been expressly mentioned, let's say that ABC are the partners of the firm, but C is neither a partner, but C is neither entitled for the profits nor he can take decisions, and he is not consulted necessarily under necessary matters of business, does not necessarily make C as the partner of the firm. Next is test is sharing of profits. So through though sharing of profit of business is essential, but it does not follow that everyone who participates in profits of a business becomes a partner. So it doesn't mean that if a person share profit and losses in a firm, then he would be known or he would be called as a partner. Next test is mutual agency. This means business of the firm is not necessary to be carried on by all. It may be carried on by any one of them on behalf of all of them. Therefore, therefore a partner is both an agent as well as a principal. The decision taken by such partner shall be the decision taken by such partner shall affect the working of the business. A partner is agent because he binds the other partner by his act. That is, the other partner is bound by his act provided that the act was done within his authority. A partner is principal because he is bound by the acts of the other partners. So that's all for today. This was the first part of the Partnership Act 1932. But in the next video, I will explain the second part, in which I will include partnership deed, types of partners. So that's all for today. Thank you so much, and do subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. Thank you so much.